Hello and welcome back to everybody on Wrestling and to my predictions for NXT Heatwave out of 10. And yeah, big show this one. Some really interesting matches here, obviously combining with TNA once again at WWE. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting show. And without further ado, let's get straight into things. And we're going to start things off with Jada Parker taking on Kalani Jordan, taking on Lola Vice in a triple threat match to determine the number one contenders for the women's championship. And yeah, this is an interesting one. It feels like any of these women could really step up. I think, all three of them have improved a lot. All three of them are really good. Kind of top stars in NXT. But I just feel like this is Lani Jordan's time. She's been fighting around that North American title for a while now. And I just think it's time for her to get up towards the main title and maybe even win it. I rate her really highly. So yeah, maybe a hard overhead prediction. But I think Kalani should win this one. Moving on then to the triple threat for the TNA Knockout Championships. JC Jane versus Masha Samovich versus Ash by Elegance. And yeah, this is an interesting one. Jane obviously recently won the title, but I feel like that's more of a short-term thing than anything. Ash by Elegance is already a champion. I think Masha Samovich, she is the top star of the Knockout division in TNA, really. So I wouldn't be surprised she wins it back, and it's done by pinning Ash by Elegance. So I'm going to say Masha will win it back. Moving on into the NXT Tag Team Championship match with Hank and Tank taking on two members of Dark State. I think, Hank and Tank have had a pretty decent title reign so far, some good matches, but I think at the same time, Dark State, for them to really be taken seriously as a threat, I think it probably is time that they win gold and have that big statement win. I can definitely feel that coming here. I think it could be a fun, chaotic match. I enjoy the fun and chaos of them becoming tag team champions. I think it probably will happen. I'm going to say Dark State will get the win. Chelsea Green and Ethan Page are in action, taking on Tyra May Steele and Tavian Heights. Two kind of weird pairings here, but I feel like, it's a big occasion, especially for Heights and Steele, to really get, in the ring on a PLE with a main roster star, former Women's US Champion, and Ethan Page, who are obviously very established in NXT. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting match, this one, but I can only see the main roster star and the more established stars winning. I think it's still a good experience for the young ones, but I think, Page and Green have to go over. Moving on into Femi versus Javon Evans. And yeah, to be honest, I'm kind of in two minds at this one. I feel like Femi's reign could go on for a bit longer, but at the same time, I feel like this could be the perfect time for us to get a new champion and really heat up Javon Evans. Femi then can go to the main roster. I feel like there's so much for him to do. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting one. And I'm going to say it will be Javon Evans. He becomes the new champion here, and a result that may shock people. Jordan Grace takes on Blake Monroe in a singles match, in which I'm guessing will be the first in a series of matches. And yeah, this is a hard one to call because Blake Monroe obviously not long in NXT, but at the same time, Jordan Grace, it feels like she's had a number of big losses recently. So yeah, it feels like one that either one, both of them kind of need to win. I think we'll get a series of matches where they'll both get a few wins over each other maybe. But I think in the first one, Blake Monroe's first match in NXT, she kind of needs this win. So I'm going to say it'll be Blake. Guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.